Alright, let's talk about Citrine for a little bit. I know a lot of players use her. She's a very solid Warframe. And I have a couple builds, but I'm just going to show one today that I've been using quite a bit. And it's very comfortable into the thousands, into level thousands. So let's get into it. Alright, so the shards I have on her, 2 strength, 2 casting, and a violet equilibrium. If you don't know, we could go through her abilities really quick. Fractured Blast gives you health and energy once you kill the enemy. Right? This is your survivability, is Preserving Shell. It acts like adaptation, basically. You keep killing to keep your 90% up. Prismatic Gem is amazing for spreading statuses. And I have Pillage on her 4 instead of Crystallize. So, I will show you the 3 builds, but I'm usually playing with Pillage just because that's how I feel like playing these days. Very heavily invested. You could always downgrade to the regular versions and not be bothered. But Citrine shines with the Archon mods. So, Vitality, you're going to be spreading double heat procs every time you cast your 1. Archon Flow, you're going to get more energy. You don't really need this. I just had it here because I had the capacity. So you could always drop this for flow, prime flow. Or no flow. You'd free up a slot since she produces enough energy to sustain you. Archon Stretch, abilities that deal electricity damage, restore 2 energy over some seconds. So, of course, you're going to be spreading tons of electric procs with Prismatic and your 1. This is not needed at all, but whatever. I had capacity. And also, I'm using her as a condition overload status spreader too, and hybrid DPS. So the more statuses that she affects enemies, the better. Strength, more strength on her 4, that brings it up to 85%. With corrosive projection, that means that you are stripping armor as soon as you start a mission, which is amazing. More range, I feel 175 is comfortable. I know a lot of players, go overextended and finagle how they want to do their strength with augmented and whatnot, but this is more than comfortable for me. Arcane Blessing is always a flex. Actually, these 2 are flex slots. You can put whatever you want. For, shits and giggles, I use Eruption. Since you're going to be generating tons of energy orbs, you're going to be CCing the whole room most of the time. So let's put that back. Nourish is the same, except that I have adaptation. I don't feel Precision Intensify is worth it. You could always swap it. This is just super comfortable, And crystal build with recrystallize is the same. I just dropped a little bit of strength, but that's not bad. And this build is super solid. So, companion I'm running with these days is a sentinel. You can pick whatever sentinel you want. I'm using Tazakor, of course, just to cover the room with cold, corrosive radiation. Shivering Contagion is amazing. This can also DPS, you know. But yeah, you pair that with Contagious Bond and Duplex Bond, and you're going to have a good time. So, since I said I'm going to be using her, I use her most of the time as a melee platform build. Do like her. That's what I'm using. Kind of weird build, but it works super well when the clouds start stacking up. So, you know, with Citrine, put down your 3-1. You could pillage the full strip, and you know everyone's dead because status is amazing in this game, and a lot of players don't know that, and they want to go full crit. Who cares about crit these days? Not me. Wow, it's amazing. Xenarch is not needed. She can sustain herself, so whatever school you feel is most comfortable. As I'm playing melee, Naramon fits me really well. If you want more survivability, Vazarin. Or if you do want an extra level of protection when you go down, if you go down with this build, use Matter Eye with a good amp, and you're back on your feet. So I will probably do a video of a 20-minute run or so, just to show you how good this setup is. But yeah, that's the build for Citrine so far. If I see anything else to edit with her, I will let you all know. But this has been very comfortable. I hardly even lose shields going into 2 hours, you know, and that's without adaptation on here. So I could even make it crazier and drop pillage altogether, right? You could drop pillage altogether, put something stupid like Eclipse, and get 75% damage reduction. Take this off if you want, or leave it on. But take it off and put adaptation on there, and now you are pretty much unkillable. You can just face tank anything in the game. So yeah. Have fun with Citrine. If you don't have her, I know the grind is stupid. But she's one of the better frames in the game that I've been using. Alright, so long for now.